So, ayan, at first I'm wearing my gloves because I'm not allowed to touch the chicken. First is we're gonna remove the wishing bone, and the wishing bone looks like letter A. It is located close to the breast part. Now I'm trying to slice the fats to get the wishing bone. Now I'm trying to pull the wishing bone and I accidentally break it. There you go, I'm pulling the right side of the wishing bone. So this is the last part of the bone, the middle. And then now I'm checking if there's still more inside. This is the real form of the wishing bone inside the chicken. We need to make our chicken dry as much as possible because it's much more safer, because our knife is not going to slip. Now I'm removing the wingtip and I'm placing the knife where the joints are connected so it's easier to cut it. And then now we're gonna do the truss. Truss means that we're gonna tie all the meat of the chicken so it's gonna be cooked evenly. We're gonna put the string under the legs and we're gonna do up and over and go on the other leg. After that, we're gonna pull the string until the two legs meet. And then we're gonna go beside the legs and beside the wings. I'm gonna turn it upside down so it's gonna be easier for me to tie it. And we're gonna tie it under the neck. The easier way to tie the butcher string is to go up and down 3 times. And pull the string like that. So our meat is gonna be secure. And tie it again. And we're gonna cut the extra string. And that's trussed chicken. Next thing we do is we're gonna season the chicken. I'm gonna put the iodized salt so we can remove the moisture of the chicken. And the next is pepper. And then now we're gonna put the wet towel so the chopping board will stay in one place. So here's the different vegetable to prep. We're gonna use the peeler and we're not allowed to use knife to peel the carrots because it's dangerous. Next is I'm gonna peel off the onion. Always put your bowl under the vegetable that you're peeling off so that the bowl can catch the unusable waste. And then now we're gonna do the 1 centimeter. As long as we have even sizes, that's good to go. And then now we're gonna cut the onion in the middle. And cut it again in 1 centimeter. And do the incision in the middle. And cut it again in 1 centimeter. Next is I'm gonna cut my potatoes in the middle and put it in the water so it's not gonna turn brown. And I'm gonna boil it in the very hot water. After that, I put that in cold water, but I forgot to fill it. Now I'm trying to remove the core of the potato. Cut the tomatoes in half and half again. So we're gonna cut them into quarters. So I'm done removing the woody part of the asparagus. And I put it in a unusable waste. And then next I'm gonna peel off the skin of the asparagus. Next is we're gonna cut the asparagus in equal size. We don't need to measure them, just cut it. And we're gonna boil this in a very hot water. And then after 2 minutes, we can get it using strainer. And shock them in cold water. Next is peel off the skin of the pumpkin. And cut this in the middle. And then next we're gonna cut this again in equal sizes. Next is we're gonna peel the garlic. Next I'm gonna cut them in half so it's easier for us to peel the garlic. And we're gonna remove anything we don't want to eat. And then now we're gonna do an incision. We're gonna do it as small as we can. And then incision again in the middle. And I'm gonna cut this in small pieces and I'm doing my claw grip and tacks. So this is the garlic with freshly cracked pepper and about 150 ml olive oil. And this is gonna be our marinade. And for the acid part, we're gonna add some lemon. And that's our basic marinade. So we have extra bowl here to put our marinade and the vegetable. So we can mix it together. Let's put 1 tablespoon of marinade to the asparagus and mix it together. And put this in the tray. Next is tomatoes. We're gonna put marinade about 2 tablespoons and mix the tomatoes together with our marinade. And put it in the tray together with the asparagus. Next is pumpkin. Again, just mix it with the marinade and mix it. And put it in a second tray. And of course, our potatoes. Same procedure, just put some marinade and mix it. And put it in a container. So we're gonna set this aside. We're gonna use this to roast the chicken, but before that, we're gonna season our matignon with salt and pepper and add in the marinade to matignon too. That's bread. And add in our chicken, and this matignon is gonna be our bed for the chicken. And put some marinade on the top of the chicken. So I put this in 220 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. So next is we're gonna put some butter in the side of the chicken and maybe some of the top, and we're gonna put this in 180 degrees. I'll just leave it in the oven for 15 minutes. So as you can see, I'm pointing the 180 to number 3. So I put it in number 3. And then I'm gonna get the chicken again.
Huwag yan, Al. Yung kaldering ko mo.
And I will transfer it to another pot.
Hindi may kitang ganyan galing. Yan na kaya.
So now I'm removing the burnt part of the pan because we can use this to make a sauce. some oil to the vegetable to add some flavor. And also some seasonings. We must put this much more longer than the other tray because the other tray is more easier to cook. Now to the oil that we had before, we're gonna put some flour to make a sauce for the chicken. And we're gonna lower down the heat to the minimum and continuously stirring the sauce. And we're gonna add some wine, white wine.
Order food you love with food.
And then we're gonna
Download
add the
the app and
chicken
order
stock.
now.
And mix it continuously. And then we're gonna taste it and add some seasonings if there's no taste, pepper and salt. Get another pan and put your sauce in the strainer so that the solid part will go away. And then we're gonna add some cube butter and mix it, and that's gonna be our sauce for the roast chicken. After resting, we have to remove the butcher string. First is we're gonna remove the legs. You just need to push it down like that. Always angle the knife towards the legs and not to the breast, because we're gonna mess up the skin of the breast. We just need to cut the legs where the joints are connected, so it's easier to cut it. And And then next is the breast. We just need to cut it in the middle until you feel the bone. And so we're gonna slant the knife so it's easier for us to remove the meat from the bone. So we're gonna cut the legs and thigh in the middle. You just need to push it down without any force because that's easy because I cut it where the joints are connected. Also this one. As you can see, the right part is thicker than the left part. So we're just gonna cut it in equal size. Tingnan ko naman. Natikman ko na yun.
Ito yung kalamansi din. Sarap din.
And here, you can see that the meat is really cooked because it's white and there's no blood or red part in the chicken.
87 na lang ang bala.
Now I'm starting to do my plating.